Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. This is Alan Wang with the Alan Wang Realty Group. I'm extremely excited to be back with you in 2025 here for your real estate needs. And without further ado, let us jump into the 2024 real estate year in review. Now, state of the market, 2024, there was still very low inventory. Uh, Sellers are still sitting on their low interest rates, and they're just not selling because the next purchase would be just too expensive, given the rates are hovering between 6.5%, at times close to 7%. A lot of sellers have decided that they were just going to put their moves on hold. Yet there was more inventory than 2023. The first half of the year started very strong. Q1, Q2, low inventory, lots of buyers. Pretty much all sectors were humming. It didn't matter if it was a single family, townhome, or single family or condominium. Things were still selling very quickly. Then we hit a summer lull. As far as the summer was concerned, a lot of folks. I mean, we keep forgetting COVID was not very long ago. So a lot of families went on vacation. Agents went on vacation. A lot of inventory was not moving during the summer. And so there was a bit of a lull there. Yet when the fall returned, from everyone got back, the kids getting back to school, then the tale of two markets emerged where if your home was in a good school district, it didn't really matter. Condo, townhome, single family, those are all going to sell quickly. However, if you were in a neighborhood that did not have a strong school to support, then those homes did not necessarily sell. Even single family homes, townhomes and condos actually struggled even more than single family homes if it were not supported by a good school district. And so the bottom line is 2024, we got hit with seasonality, a really hot spring month where the market was low inventory, buyers were out, market picked up steam, and then the summer holiday months hit, everyone left town, and then the fall, little pickup there towards the end of the year, and then now we're back to 2025. Now, I will talk about a few trends here. I always like to talk about these data points: inflation, mortgage interest rates, the stock market, and employment rate. Start with inflation. This has been a buzzword for many, many years now. 2022 peaked at 9.1%. All in all, we have this under control. The last data point that we had come in was in November at 2.7%. I want to see what the December numbers look like. But all in all, as far as from a data perspective, this inflation number is under control. However, I still look around and prices are still high, but restaurants haven't dropped prices on a lot of their menu items. Grocery items are still expensive. And so, especially across the nation, this is a problem. Here in the Silicon Valley, we're in a bit of a bubble. We don't necessarily feel that. Folks are buying $7 crumble cookies without blinking an eye. But folks definitely have more disposable income here in the Silicon Valley. But again, this does affect us nationwide. Mortgage rates, all the rates, if you recall, 2.875 to 7.25%, and then it went down a little bit to 6.5, and then at least the conforming rate is back up to 6.91%. Conforming is not; these are not the loans that we typically see in our area, but just to give a nationwide gauge. Looking at some local rates, jumbo loans are the ones that we tend to get in the Silicon Valley, and they're hovering, if you're doing a 7-year ARM, at 6.125%. If you're doing a 30-year fix, in and around 6.75%. And so that's where the rates are. They went down and now they've creeped up again. We had thought with the Federal Reserve dropping rates that the interest rates would follow, but they're still hovering in the upper sixes, to our surprise. So we will see if that puts a damper on the real estate market or not. The NASDAQ is an extremely important measure, especially in the Silicon Valley. Everybody here, the people that live here, have restricted stock units or stock grants, and that's tied to the NASDAQ. In 2024, the NASDAQ gained 31.25%, and that is huge. That is an extremely good return for a lot of folks that work at the tech companies here, which means they have 31% more to down pay into a house. And so we are seeing folks looking to buy their homes with those gains. And that is definitely a phenomenon here in the Silicon Valley. Unemployment, again, that last data updated was November. But if you recall, during COVID, we hit 16%, and now we're down to 5.4%. Still a bit higher than normal. Typically, we see this in around 4.5%, 4.6%. I do know a lot of folks that have been looking for work, have not been able to find work. Companies have a lot of hiring freezes, and so that is a problem for some folks. Not enough to fire sell or have short sales or foreclosures, but there's definitely a sector of folks that have had trouble finding work. Technology sector layoffs. Hopefully, this is behind us. I know that technology companies are running pretty slim these days, and they've already had multiple rounds of layoffs. And so hopefully in 2025, this is behind us and that they start hiring again. And that would definitely help our local economy here. Projections at a macroeconomic level, inflation's down and should hopefully stay down. But like I mentioned, prices are still up. And so there's definitely some pain being felt around the country. Unemployment up. Hopefully, again, those hiring freezes go away and they slowly start hiring people again. That would certainly help us in the real estate market as well as our local Silicon Valley market as well. Federal Reserve, I think they will continue to drop rates, although I'm hearing possibly at a slower rate than prior. Hopefully, this will get us some relief on the mortgage interest rate. If that drops, that'll help us out in the real estate space as far as the sellers are concerned. There will be more buyers out and about, and that would jumpstart the market, but that is yet to be seen. NASDAQ gains, again, hopefully it will continue into this year. If there's more wealth there for our local tech buyers, then there will be more transactions in real estate. So sellers, again, seasonality. 2025 might be another year of seasonality. Inventory is low, and so the advantage is still on your side as a seller. I love Q1. Q1 is one of my favorite months to sell houses just because inventory level is so low. That's a great time to sell. A lot of the folks that all been meeting with me, that's what I've been advising you to do. There is a little window between spring and summer that we can discuss as well. But also tale of two markets. Just depends on where you live. If you're in an area with great school districts, things will do extremely well. If you're not, then it'll kind of depend on what's going on in your particular neighborhood. Single-family homes tend to sell, but townhomes and condos tend to be a little warmer or colder. Just kind of depends on the market that you're in. Give me a call. We can discuss that more. Buyers, well, rates are up and down. So, I mean, the bottom line is if you need to buy, then you need to buy. I mean, we cannot just keep waiting for interest rates to come up or down. Most of us have needs. Our kids are going to school. We're downsizing, upsizing. The house is getting too crowded. We have reasons for buying our home. And so it's never a bad time to buy real estate, especially in the Silicon Valley. In the long run, we do extremely well here. Inventory is low, so do be prepared, especially if you're in that first market with great school district. You might find yourself competing there. If you're in that secondary market, we might have a little hangover from last year where there's some opportunity there. But again, spring, low inventory, so you might be ready, have to get yourself ready to get back to competing again. But it all depends on the season and how things are going. Again, if you have to buy now. All right, everyone, with that, I'm Alan with the Alan Wang Realty Group at Keller Williams, Santa Clara Valley. Give me a call. I'm happy to talk to you and strategize any of your real estate needs at 408-313-4352. Call or text or email me at alan@alanwangrealty.com. I hope that you and your family had an amazing holiday season and a happy new year. And let's make this an amazing 2025. Bye-bye now.